What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see here, Apple had a double release again, just like they did last week. This time we got iOS 26.6 Beta 4 and iOS 27 Beta 3. That's updating right now as we speak on our iPhone 17 Pro Max. But before we jump into this, I have to say yet again, the air got super hot just like in the last video. And I want to show you just how warm it is right after install. We're running over 115 degrees Fahrenheit on the plateau and around mid 90s for the middle of the phone. Kind of surprising yet again that this is getting that hot. What's more interesting is obviously because of the thermals and all that and the management around how the air was built, you feel it substantially more than you do on the 17 Pro Max. So this video was going to be very short and sweet. Like we said, if you've been following along with the channel, there's not a lot of new in 26.6. A lot of it's just bug fixes and under the hood improvements, since most of the features are now packed into iOS 27. But jumping into settings, general, and about, if we click on iOS version number, you can see we now have a C build, full build number 23G5057C. This signifies we are definitely near the home stretch, and this is very possibly going to be the last beta before we get the RC, most likely next week. I'm definitely glad to see this. I'm ready for 26.6 to go public. I think it has been very solid for the most part, and I haven't had that many issues at all with it. If we actually take a look now at iPhone storage as well, you can see this is one thing that has remained consistent for 26.6 beta cycles, and we are running with 12.21 gigs for Apple Intelligence, 14.23 gigs for iOS, for a total size of 26.44 gigs. And then aside from iOS, system data yet again has remained low. Again, I don't use the Air as my primary device, but that is why there's not a lot of cache data and logs. That's why it's so low. Definitely still good to see. One of the first things I want to check out is going to be the RAM management. So this has kind of been all over the place on iOS 26.6 betas. Clash Royale is a great example because it does use a lot of resources. Once this finishes updating, we're going to put this through the paces, run through it, jump into the Stocks app and a couple other apps just to actually see how it is going to hold in memory. So let's go ahead and just go to the chest, scroll around a little bit, go to cards, go to collections, kind of just scroll. Let's go ahead and change this banner just because. Now let's go ahead and get out of Clash, go to Stocks like we said, check out some of the articles, just scroll around for a minute. Everything does feel fluid. I haven't seen any dropped frame rates yet, which is definitely good to see as well. And I'm and I'm definitely somewhat impressed with how it seems to be operating. So again, Beta 3 was just as smooth. Luckily, everything seemed to run pretty well. Let's go to the App Store. It definitely seems like they are finishing up some of these touches, putting on the final touches here before we actually get this released to the public. Let's go into music, and you can see everything is definitely moving right along. Now let's go ahead and go back to Clash, and you can see it did disconnect again. It's not keeping in memory as good as it has. And remember, both these devices do have 8 gigs of RAM, so that is something hopefully that we'll see improved with an increase in RAM on the iPhone 18 series. Still, this has been all over the place. 8 gigs of RAM in iOS should do enough to keep it in memory, but it's definitely still not doing that. So it seems like everything's launching okay here as well. Let's go ahead and talk quickly about the release date cycle. So it is July 6th. Next week, like I said, we should be on these weekly releases now. So on the 13th, we should get the RC for 26. I don't think we're going to get a 5th beta, especially with the C build, unless there's a lot discovered here that is terrible and needs to be updated. But again, as we can see with our quick hands-on timing, this should be okay. So on the 13th next week, we should get the RC. We should get beta 4 also of iOS 27. Again, the phone's updating as you can see on the side here. Make sure to go see that video as soon as it goes live, which should be shortly after this one. And then obviously on the 20th, I do believe we will also then get a 4th beta or 5th beta for iOS 27. We are definitely going to have a few more betas for this than obviously we did get for 26.6. Not a surprise there, kind of how it goes, considering we're not expecting this to go live until September. So we have a full 2 months really until 27 goes public. Now, aside from that, the phone is already cooling down while it finishes indexing, which is good to see. It didn't take too long, but I do want to draw attention to battery really quick. So if we actually go into battery, I started this update on 100%. We are down 6% already. And one thing, this battery health dropped to 99% running these betas after just 51 cycles. That seems a little excessive from what I would expect to see. So again, keep in mind, that's why these are betas, and that's why you shouldn't install them on your primary devices. Apps aren't optimized, battery takes a hit, and the phone warms up. That is not conducive to good battery health long term. But again, that's it for this one, guys. No new features. Make sure you keep an eye out for the videos on iOS 27 Beta 3 that will be dropping here shortly. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.